Hey y'all, iRick Guy here, and this is a Samsung RF268, and I got it around 2011. Bought it brand new, and I wanted to do a follow-up review. If you haven't checked out my review after 1 year of ownership, check out that video. But within this video, I want to tell you how my Samsung RF268 is performing in the year 2020. So first of all this still works. The reminders to replace the water filters still work. I'm impressed. You know, this is electronic stuff, and that's something I would expect to fail. If you're like me, you probably feel that every appliance nowadays is built to fail. You know, some may last a few months, some may last a few years if you're lucky. This thing has lasted a long time. Part of what prompted me to post this follow-up video was it seems like there's been a lot of people that have had horrible experiences with this refrigerator. And although I've had problems, which I'll get to here in a minute, I think it's been a pretty good experience for an appliance. Now, I'm probably going to jinx myself, and this thing will probably die tomorrow because I said that. It's probably got listening devices in it, and it's going to die. But see, this is the RF268, Romeo Foxtrot 268. So, you know, one of the things that originally sold me on this was the fact that it has ice maker up here, and then also an ice maker down there. Now, this one down here does not have an ice dispenser. You just got this little scoopy doohickey. And surprisingly, that thing's held up. I expected it to fail, or, you know, crack, break, whatever. Really good. But what has happened, and this happened several years ago, my top ice maker failed. You know, I tried to repair it. Obviously, I'm not going to contact a repair person because that's just, in my opinion, money wasted. You know, in my opinion, appliances are built to fail. So when I bought this refrigerator, that was one of the big selling points, is that it had dual ice maker. And, you know, my expectation is that because things are built so poorly nowadays, that one of the two was going to die. And sure enough, it was the top one. I kind of wish it had been the bottom one that died, but then again, the bottom one seems to have greater capacity. So even though I've got to go in and scoop it out, it's actually good that the top ice maker died, because not only does this have the ice making, which failed, but it's also got the dispensing piece, which could fail as well. But, you know, it can't dispense now because it can't make the ice. But this has less moving parts. This is simply a tray that refills itself with ice. So hopefully this will last a few more years before it dies. I hate buying appliances. I don't care about all the bling bling and the this, that, and the other. I mean, I want to get stainless steel because everything else is stainless steel, and that's cool. But I don't need a TV on it. I don't need internet-connected refrigerator. This has been a really good refrigerator otherwise. And I really like in the back how you've got, you know, easy access right over there. That's where the water filter is. I'll admit I'm cheap, and I don't change it as frequently as I should. But I drink the water anyway. It's just tap water. So I probably need to change that. But yeah, these drawers have held up. They haven't broken. It is worth mentioning, I have taken them out a few times to thoroughly clean them with soap and water. And that's nice that they'll slide all the way out. Sometimes this bottom tray, and it's fine. It hasn't broken. But sometimes it's finicky. So if you do slide it all the way out, you know, getting it back in all the way can prove to be a little challenging. Not impossible. Just took me a minute or two and I got it back in. So from a design perspective, as far as the quality of the shelving, the lighting has not failed. It's kept a good temperature. You know, haven't had any issues with temperature in the refrigerator or the freezer section down below. I mean, it's been a good fridge. I mean, given that, in my opinion, appliances are built to fail. All that's failed so far, and again, I'm probably jinxing myself because I'm calling this out in the video. This is the only thing that's failed in this refrigerator so far, is this top ice maker. And, you know, I can live with that. You know, I expect perfection, but if your only failure is going to be one of the two ice makers, that's why I got redundancy. I got that ice maker, and I got this one down here. So, ha-ha, Samsung. Ha-ha-ha. I've still got ice. But anyway, I mean, It's a nice refrigerator, and I like how the freezer part is down below. I like how I've got 2 doors up top instead of 1. It is worth mentioning though, if you got a busy kitchen and you got this door open, you can't pour your water, which is fine. It'll light up, but it won't pour. I mean, you just got to be patient, man. You got to be patient. You know, if somebody's in this side of the refrigerator, just wait and then refill your water. You know, be patient. But it's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I say I don't know, but, you know, I'm nervous because it's 2020 and I'm nervous that this thing has lasted so long. I mean, most of my appliances, my dishwashers and microwaves, I'm lucky if I get 2 years out of them. This thing has lasted, what did I say, 2011? Check out my first review video, because when I posted it, I said it was a review of this Samsung refrigerator after 1 year of ownership. It's 2020 now. It is February of 2020, and this refrigerator and freezer are both still churning along, except for that ice maker up top. And you know, I can't fathom paying somebody to come and fix it. Because I know if I do that, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard of the appliance curse, but if you get somebody out to repair a component in an appliance, it's usually bad karma. Meaning that usually what will happen is, say for example, next week I said, hey, I'm going to spend however many $100 to get this ice maker fixed. Then probably the next week the entire thing would die. That's just how appliances work. I can't explain it, but that's just how appliances work. But yeah, I mean, if you're shopping for this refrigerator, and again, check the comments, especially in my video that I posted, what was it, 2012? I think it was around 2012. Check out that video. I've linked it within this video's description. But check out comments from a ton of people in that, because there's a lot of people that have had horror stories to share about this fridge. And again, the worst thing that I can say is that this top ice maker has failed. So, you know, that's been my experience. Again, it's 2020. I hope this thing continues to last, because I hate buying appliances. You know, I wish there was somebody that made appliances and said, you know what? If you spend an extra $500, this thing will last you 20 years. You know, that would be wonderful. I would spend the extra $500. Because it's a hassle having to shop. It's a hassle having to deal with salespeople. It's a hassle having to get the new one installed, and then they try to tell you, oh, well, if you're going to haul the old one away, we got to charge you $100 or whatever. That's stupid. Just sell me something that lasts. You know, I'm not here, you know, this isn't something I'm trying to impress people with. It's like people come over to the house and they're like, oh man, that's a nice fridge, man. That's a nice fridge. You know, I'm not trying to impress anybody with this. All I'm trying to do is put ice in my drink, refrigerate my food items, and freeze my frozen goods, my frozen foods. You know, that's all I care about. You know, and having ice is nice. You know, I don't want to have to use ice trays. It's 2020. I want my ice to be made. So I'm still mad. I am still very mad. So Samsung, if you're watching this, I am mad at y'all, because that should not have failed. And that failed several years ago. And I can't remember, did I post a video about my ice maker failing? I don't know. But if you're watching this, Samsung, you need to get with your quality control people and say, hey, Irix guy posted a video. He loved your refrigerator in 2011, but now he has a bad taste in his mouth because his top ice maker failed several years ago. That is unacceptable. You make good stuff. You should. I like your speakers and your computer equipment, but you need to learn how to fix this. This is not a computer. This is just a little thing that gets water in it, it freezes, and it makes ice, and then it shoots down this thing, goes into a cup. So it shouldn't be that difficult, Samsung. So get your act together, okay? And tell me when you do. Comment below. And if you want to reach out to me and replace my refrigerator free of charge, do it. That would be wonderful. But I know your customer service wouldn't allow anything like that to happen, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, that's the follow-up review. Again, this is the Samsung RF268 series. And again, it's 2020. This is the follow-up from my was either 2011 or 2012 video when right after I got this thing, or had it for a year. I think I got it, what did I say? Did I get it in 2011? I think I got it in 2011 and posted the first video in 2012. But check out that video and you can see for yourself. Yep, appliances are built poorly nowadays, but this one has been a less miserable experience, at least for me. But check out the video's comments because I'm sure there are a ton of horror stories. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership and y'all have a good day.